Hello.
Morning.
Good
How are you?
morning. Well, good evening.
Well, no, not even.
No,
Okay.
we just have. Oh, so we just got the blue light blockers on midday.
I just stare at my screen is just so bright that
Yeah.
I just wear them all the time. And I was rubbing my eye this morning and it's all red.
Oh
So
yeah.
I should probably put these on so I don't look like a weirdo on the podcast.
It's like he's just crying.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome to Thursday. I don't know, is it the 20th of November? Yes, Thursday the 20th of November, but more importantly, we are 13 days post-op, all right? 13 days with my girls. Obviously you can't see them because I'm in a big jumper because it's kind of cold in Spain. And obviously I'm just going to take you guys through a day in the life, weekend in the life of me trying to keep myself occupied before I can go back to the gym, which hopefully won't be too long. But just to give you guys some updates on how I've been this week. Honestly, I've been fantastic. Really at this point I don't really have any pain at all. I can get up out of bed without pain, I can move without pain. It's really just not even pain around my stitches, but just I can feel around my stitches because obviously the stitches are there and they're bandaged up and stuff like that. But I honestly feel great. I can put my arms up over my head, I can do everything, and yeah, just doing so much better than I was expecting. I mean, week one was already way better than I was expecting, and it's just gotten better and better. So this day next week my stitches come out and I'm very keen to hear what my surgeon has to say about the healing and stuff like that. But obviously I can only see what I can see, but I think they look fucking fantastic. Do you think they look great, Shane?
Your tits?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he loves them. I mean, how lucky is he? This isn't just my gift, it was his. But yeah, I mean, I think they look great. I feel so good. I love, I was talking about it in last week's video, but getting dressed up and everything is just so much easier now. I've gotten loads of clothes for my holidays, which are going on in 2 weeks, and I actually feel really good. So yeah, I'm excited. So I thought today I'd just take you through a full day of eating and show you guys everything that I'm having. Right now we're I would say just below maintenance, maybe in a teeny tiny deficit. So right now, I think this morning I was 149.2 pounds, I believe. And I think before I got them done, I was 152. So obviously, considering there's, a pound per tit, that's about 5 pounds down. I'd feel fine. Obviously, in terms of bodybuilding wise, just look a bit flat, which is to be expected. But I don't feel like I've lost loads of muscle or anything. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to go and do a load of hip thrusts and just feel like I've got a big pump in my glutes, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine for the time being. So I'm eating currently at 190 protein, 200 carbs, 60 fat. So I'll take you guys through my full day of eating. Not that it's going to be anything different to what y'all normally see, but I'm nothing if not consistent and a creature of habit. I'm also going to sit down today and talk about the peptides that I've been using that I believe have potentially allowed me to heal as fast as I've healed and just feel so good so quickly. So I'm going to talk about all of those. And then tomorrow we actually have our menu tasting for our wedding, which is crazy. We're 5 months out, so we're really getting close now. So I've been doing a lot of wedding planning, and we're going to speak to our wedding planner tomorrow as well, meet her, just go over some details, which yeah, it's all getting so real and so close. So I'll pick you guys back up at some other point and chat about how things have been, but for the time being, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, give it a comment. If you've got any questions or anything at all, leave them down below, and I'll catch you guys at meal number 1. Sit. Wait, 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 wait. 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 Go! Of course, meal number one, as always. You know what it is. This one literally never changes. The only time this changes is if my carbs get low and I have to do like a 0 carb breakfast, but for the time being, 200 carb, I can still afford my bagel. I only have one Warburton bagel left, which is sad, so it's going to be the number one too. I guess I'll survive, so I'm going to eat this, and then I have to head out to do some jobs. So, we'll catch you at some of I don't think oh my god, first of all, I was editing my vlog, was it like last week? Why at the start and end of every clip do I go, like, why am I so, like, that's so millennial? But like, I don't know, I always think I'm like zillennial because I'm like 29, so I don't really know what I am. I'm definitely not full millennial, but is very millennial, and sometimes I do that. I'm like, wow, you're showing your age. Anyway, as you can see, I'm a little bit done up. I decided to make myself look pretty today. I did just need to go down to Portobello's and just do some things. I haven't actually been down there, which is like Portobello's, for anyone who doesn't know, is like the main kind of like tourist area in Marbella. It's like where it's obviously the port, like all the big mega yachts, the designer shops and stuff like that. I won't go in the summer anymore because it's so busy, but during the winter it is actually really pretty. So I was down there, I went and got a coffee. I think I did record that, and I also picked up some little makeup bits, so I thought I'd show you guys. It's actually fun. Like, I've definitely been, you know, more into like makeup and stuff recently, and especially now that I actually have time to put makeup on since I'm not training, although that's probably only gonna last another week or two anyway. But who knows, maybe I'm a changed woman. I definitely feel like, I don't know, I feel like my look has changed so much because of, like, you know, the titties, and even just like when I got my hair done and it's so dark. I don't know, I feel like I look very different now. I kind of want to, I'm like, is this the time to reinvent myself? So who knows, maybe I will. To be fair, I would wear makeup all the time. Not all the time, I wouldn't wear makeup all the time, I'm not arsed, but like, you know, I would wear makeup more, but it's just like when it's hot and like I'm gonna sweat it off, it's so bad for my skin. But during the winter I do like a bit. So anyway, first thing I got is a makeup by Mario Soft Pop blush stick. I love a liquid blush. I have a Rare Beauty one that I love, and it's like interesting. That's definitely not it. Okay, but we have a brush. Cute. Okay, but like, where's the blush? What the fuck is going on? Where is the blush? Guys, what's going on? I'm fucking confused as fuck right now. Where is the actual... Oh, there. It's the other end. Okay, so it comes off. So I was like, where is the blush? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, this is in the shade Dusty Rose, so it's kind of like a darker... can you tell that I was in a shop and like... Yeah, so I'll do it on this one. So this is like kind of like a darker blush. I would call this more like a... more for like winter, so I'm kind of excited to try this. I do love a liquid brush. Usually I go very pink with my blush, but I figured since it's like fall winter, we go for a darker one. So I got that blush stick, and then I actually got a Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Blush Matte. Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush. They really don't mince their words, do they? Anyway, or maybe they do. Do they mince their words? Do they not mince their words? I don't know. I don't know. And I got this in the shade Truth. So I kind of got these to go together, so you can see that this is quite a like dark. So it's kind of one of these, like, it feels weird. Oh my Jesus Christ, that looks pigmented as fuck. So I thought these would kind of like layer well together-ish. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I used it so funny when I was growing up, like, you didn't wear blush. I mean, when I was doing my makeup when I was like 14, we just did Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse all over the face, all over the lips, no contour, no blush. I had red skin, so like why would I put blush on? That was kind of my idea. And then, please tell me I'm not after buying the same thing again. One sec. Well, that's great. Clearly my taste doesn't change. I bought a fucking Natasha Denona highlighter. I already fucking have this. And I have this shade. To be fair, this one's a bit fucked. I'm almost certain I can return this. I'm almost certain. I'll have to check. I do think in Spain you're allowed to return cosmetics. I'll have to see. I was thinking I wanted a new highlighter and this dumb bitch bought the exact same one that she already has. I mean, obviously I saw it and my eye was drawn to it because I like that shade. Idiot. Well, if I can't return it, I'll give it to somebody. Someone's getting that as a Christmas present. Anyway, right, yeah, today's been obviously like pretty chill because I was doing my podcast this morning, did some work bits, and then I'm going to be working for the rest of the afternoon. Because I'm not training, like I'm trying to, you know, sometimes during the day when I'm not training where I normally would be, I'm like going out and doing things because otherwise I'll just sit here and I'll just get a bit like antsy and bored. Like obviously I've got like shit to work on and shit to do, but also, you know, I'm working from like 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's not like I have a regular work day. Anyway, this is the best part of being self-employed and having your dream life is you can just take the Thursday morning off. So I'm gonna go and make my dinner. I'm not gonna make my dinner. Lunch. I'm gonna go and make my lunch now. And I guess I will show you what that is. That's really all I have to say today. Not for the whole day. Obviously, I'm a fucking yapper. I feel like when I was in the car, I was thinking of something that I wanted to talk about and I just can't remember now, so that's great. I will catch you guys when I'm having my lunch. I'm just going to shut up now. So it's probably coming as no surprise that my lunch is a stir fry. I've shown myself making this so many times, so just go back and watch some other full days of eatings if you ever want to know how to make it, okay? But basically I have 65 grams of egg noodles, veggies, steak, stir fried in some dark soy sauce. I've got sesame oil on there for fats, some sugar-free teriyaki, pineapple, and then sauerkraut. Normally I'm a kimchi gal, but the place where I get kimchi, y'all know, I had some issues getting it last week. Couldn't get it anywhere. So I saw the sauerkraut. I was like, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it and see. It's like beetroot ginger, kind of. It tastes the same as kimchi. It's just like vinegary. So obviously because I was on antibiotics. And also I like kimchi all the time anyway, just for like good health. And having that. So yeah, decent meal. Like again, super high volume, full of nutrients, all that good stuff. Gonna help my body repair as much as possible. So my plan for the rest of the day is I have a call with Zoe, my coach who works for me, and then I want to film a video. I think since I had makeup on and stuff like that, I may as well film a sit down video. I have an idea, so I just need to like flash it out after this, and then I will film while Shane's in the gym because I use his office because I prefer it in there. I started eating this and totally forgot that I'm meant to be filming a full day of eating for YouTube. So we have 250 grams Greek yogurt, my protein vanilla flavor drops. Those are the key. If you don't like Greek yogurt because it tastes shit by itself, flavor drops in the yogurt, chopped up strawberries, sweet and salty peanut butter, delicious. I just love this. I was just on a call with Zoe. She's coming to stay with me in 2 weeks for December. She was like, I'll bring you some sweet and salty peanut butter. I was like, my girls know. Sweet and salty peanut butter, Warburton's bagels. Also, I put on that blush. I like it. I like it a lot. So, just been kind of at the desk. I don't think I'm actually going to film today, like videos. I think I'm feeling creative. So I want to use today as like an ideation day. So I'm going to plan videos and podcasts and film them tomorrow morning before we go for our tasting. That's the plan. Anyway, so I will catch you at some point. I'll probably just be sat at the desk for the rest of the day. So I don't know, I'll probably catch you at dinner. Who knows? Who knows? This will be like a couple of days in the life, obviously. I should feel so boring without training, but I'm hoping next week. I'm really hoping we sit. Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to sit down after this and talk about my peptides. I'm going to tell you guys all about my peptides. So that will be the next clip. Okay, I will see you then, but I'm going to enjoy this first. Okay, finally, I said I was going to talk peptides. So I'm going to talk peptides. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to discuss all the peptides that I've been using for my recovery. And obviously, because I don't just want to like list them and give dosages, I want to actually talk about what they do. I'm going to discuss a bit about like how they function, why we've chosen to use these. Before I talk about these, I just want to make it very clear, I'm not a medical professional. This is not medical advice, and I'm not advising that you use any of these. I've used them, but that doesn't mean that you should or need to use them. I am just using them, okay? Don't listen to me. I'm literally just a girl on the internet. That's my disclaimer done, okay? So, I've got my little box of tricks. So, I buy all my peptides from Biolab, as you can see. They ship in the in the EU. They arrive quickly. I just buy everything from them, okay? So, the first, I have all of them here, obviously like in their kind of cases and stuff. Cases? Boxes? The only one that I don't have, there's one that I don't have because I only needed one vial. So it's in the fridge and it's like diluted and I keep them all in the fridge. So I didn't want to bring it up here and leave it out for too long, just in case it degraded. Okay, so the first one that I've been using, which is actually a peptide that I just use year round, is growth hormone. So HGH, can you see it? So obviously human growth hormone is what we would kind of consider like a non-androgenic performance enhancing drug. So growth hormone would have a lot of roles in like protein accretion, tissue repair, tissue remodeling, collagen formation, deposition of collagen. It can help with your immune system, it can help with metabolism and stuff like that. But obviously for the purposes of like recovering from a surgery, we would be looking at it repairing things like skin, tendons, ligaments, even around like incisions and stuff like that. It can just promote the growth of cells in order to repair that tissue faster, okay? So we're gonna get like faster protein synthesis. Obviously I want like the muscles and the nerves and everything around the incision to like heal faster. Even like where the muscle has actually been cut open, if that can heal faster, obviously that's gonna increase my recovery time. You know, if you had like some sort of like bone injury, it might help with that. Now, obviously with growth hormone, you do have to be careful. If you have any like cancer, you probably want to avoid using it because it's going to promote the growth of all cells, okay? Or if you have like a familial history. Now, I use a day, so I'm not using kind of 6, 7, 8 IUs like some males would use. It's very much just above a replacement dose. I usually use 1 IU a day, but I've just gone up to 2 throughout this recovery process, and we'll see if I like bring it down or bring it up. Obviously, and I will say with all of these, like these were expensive, right? These were not cheap at all. They were not cheap. That's why I'm doing a video about them, because I business expense them. Anyway, so growth hormone, that was the first one. 2 IUs a day. I take that before bed. When I'm not like when I'm dieting and stuff, I'll take it in the morning for fat loss, but right now I'm taking it before bed because it can help with sleep. The next 2 that I'm taking, which are kind of like go-tos when it comes to injury recovery, are BPC 157 and TB 500. So body protection compound 157, I'm pretty sure that's what that stands for. And what does TB 500 stand for again? Thymosin beta 4. So these are like very popular these days for like injury repair. You know, if you've got like a muscular injury or even like a sprain or anything like that, like a lot of people are using BPC 157 and TB 500 in combination. So these would be like the more researched of these peptides that I'm using. So a lot of research. Now look, a lot of it is in like rodent trials and stuff like that. But even like anecdotally, I've heard like amazing things about these peptides, specifically again for like tissue remodeling, protein accretion, have anti-inflammatory properties, and just speeding up the healing process of any wounded tissue. That's kind of like basically what it's going to do. TB500 specifically has a big role in like angiogenesis, which is basically the blood vessels kind of like repopulating that area where they've all been damaged and been cut away during the surgery. Can reduce inflammation and again just generally promote faster healing and recovery. There has been a lot in like preclinical trials / rodent models, animal models. They're being used more and more these days, and they're just kind of like solid. I would just say like go to for an injury. I'm using 1,000 milligrams a day of each. Okay, then the next ones. So I have SS31. Can you see that? So SS31 is, I have got, if you see me keep looking at a screen, by the way, it's because I've got all my notes on the screen, right? So SS31 is specifically for mitochondria. It's a mitochondria targeting peptide. So it basically binds to one of the lipids, which is like in the inner membrane of the mitochondria, stabilizes them, improves their function, improves energy production. So ATP is made in the mitochondria. This improves the production of ATP. It can reduce oxidative stress, protect from cell damage. And obviously when you've been cut open, there's going to be a lot of mitochondrial damage there. So SS31 might help with reducing the stress, reducing the inflammation, even things around like anesthesia, it can help with sort of recovering from that. Improve energy production in those damaged tissues. If they're producing energy better, they're going to heal faster. Less oxidative stress, which is one of the main things that happens to cells after you've been injured or you've had some sort of trauma. And again, could maybe speed up recovery of organs and tissues. Okay, again, very early. It's supported by preclinical trials, very early clinical trials, not yet used in like general clinical use. Again, like most of these things aren't, they're experimental. But that's what I'm using. And then another one that we have, well, actually the other one that I have, which is meant to go well, I think, with the GHK. So I have LL37. I don't have that with me because I only have one vial. And I should say the dosage of SS31. I do have it here, 1 second. SS31, 2 milligrams daily, okay? Then I have GHKCU. So, are you focusing? There we go. So GHKCU. So I think I was about to talk about LL37 and then I'm just going to talk about this. So this is copper tripeptide. So this is a copper binding peptide which is found in plasma. This has been used for a long time in skincare, and it's used a lot. Like I see this in like glow bundles on, different like peptide websites. And basically what it does is it stimulates collagen production, it enhances formation of new blood vessels, reduces inflammation, oxidative stress, promotes wound healing, and can, again, a lot of stuff about inflammation, skin, connective tissue repair. So again, all of that skin around the wound, it's hopefully going to like reduce inflammation there, speed up the wound closure, improve the scar quality as well, which is obviously going to be important. Like if I can have a smaller scar, like that's going to be better, like it's just for like visual purposes, and can also support like regeneration of nerves, blood vessels and cells, etc. Okay, so obviously you can see why that might have utility in a post-surgery setting. This, like I said, has been used for a long time in skincare, specifically topically, but I have noticed since I started using this, my skin has been really good, like really good. Not perfect, like I don't have perfect skin, but like I had like a breakout the other day and that was the first one I've had in ages, and it's just glowing. Like my skin is fucking glowing. And so many people said to me, they're like, you're glowing. And I'm like, thanks, it's the tits and it's also the GHK. The pair of them together glow. So really like big fan of that. It's very expensive again, so like I wouldn't be having it all the time. Again, none of these things I would take all the time because like, while okay, they probably are fine in short-term doses, I wouldn't be taking these like year round. The goal is probably take these for about 4 weeks, so up until I go away. GHK I'm taking 2.5 milligrams daily. And then the last one is that I don't have here is LL37. So LL37 is actually found in human tissues. It's an antimicrobial peptide. It's part of the innate immune system. So basically it's going to defend the body against like bacteria, viruses and fungi. So really the whole point of this is for a like basically just to prevent infection, right? So like, you know, when you've been ripped open and sewn back together, there's always the chance that there's going to be, you know, bacteria there, or even like just any like microbe that shouldn't be there. And obviously if that infects you, then you're going to have an infected wound. That's not what you want, okay? So the wound should close a lot faster by taking the LL37. It prevents infection, improves collagen synthesis, tissue remodeling again, maybe a little bit of modulation of inflammation. It's not as good as like the BPC, the TB, but that's kind of like the main thing, is like it's very much an antimicrobial, so it's great for wounds, for wound healing. And again, I've got 2 big wounds under my titties, so again, still an investigational peptide, but that's one that I have been taking, and that has just been 100 micrograms daily. So that's basically all of my fucking peptides. So it is a lot, obviously. Like, it's a fair amount of fucking, it's like 6 injections a day, so it's a lot on my old my fucking lower abdomen, trying to inject all of these things in. It's definitely rough. Some of them I do delts. Obviously they're only small injections, so it's not that bad, but yeah, it's quite the haul. So yeah, like I said, the plan is to take those for about 4 weeks, and then hopefully I'll be able to. Now look, I can't comment on whether these are effective or not, because I've never had my boobs done before. Like, I can't run the experiment of what it's like without them. Do I feel like my recovery has been very fast? Yes. I feel like I'm so much further ahead than a lot of people that I see at 2 weeks post-op. Like, far further ahead. But I guess I'll know when I go and see my doctor next week, my surgeon, and see what he says. Like, he might be like, whoa, like very surprised, or he might not notice anything at all. Again, is the reason I've recovered so fast because I'm healthy, I eat well, I train? I think so too. Like, I think it's a combination. I don't think these are like the savior, but like, I don't think they've harmed me either. And I feel like they have definitely made a difference. But again, I can't know if they have or if they haven't. But I don't think that they've harmed, if that makes sense, right? They haven't been a negative, and I think at worst they've been neutral, but at best they've made a big difference. And like, I'm so much further ahead than I thought I would be at this point, you know? So yeah, that's all the peptides. I hope that you've took some use from that. Again, not medical advice. I don't recommend that you take any of these. I'm just a girl on the internet and you shouldn't listen to me. But always, if you're going to take anything like this, just do your research, right? Like, I obviously did some research on these. I wanted to understand like what they are and how they worked. So that's what I went and I did, okay? And I think with anything that is recommended to you, you should always do that. And you should always look at studies, look at evidence, etc., etc. So I'm going to do some brainstorming ideation, and then I will catch you guys for the next meal. And dinner, of course, as always. 110 grams of chicken, 325 grams of potatoes, 18 grams of almond butter, 100 grams of peas and sweet corn. My go-to. I eat this. Like, doesn't matter what phase I'm in, I'm gonna eat this. I'm just gonna change the amounts. Or like, you know, instead of having just a chicken, I might have like a burger bun or something. It's crazy to think that like I'm not gonna be like bulking again until April next year. Like, that seems like so long away. I mean, it's 5 months, but you know, it's kind of like maintain diet, maintain for a month, and then as soon as the wedding is done, full fucking send Aussie. And also, guys, I got some piercings. I used to have like loads of ear piercings in both my ears, and then over the years they just all like fell out and I never got them done again. So I went in, the other day I was like, you know what, I have free will and I can just do what I want. So I went in and I got these. Obviously I want them to be like, I'm gonna get the second helix as well. So I want those to be like 2 gold hoops and like obviously prettier earrings. This was she re-pierced this. So like, she just had to reopen it. She said it will heal quickly. This one, she kind of changed the placement because the last one was shitty. I used to get all my ear piercings in Georgia Street Arcade. If you're Irish, you know. Like, terrible. Terrible, definitely not hygienic. But they were cheap. And I was young, so I didn't really care. And like, to be fair, they were always fine. They never got infected. But I do want to get a few more here. I kind of want to get, I don't know what's called, here. And like, I used to have so many, and you used to know what they were called. This is how I know I'm old. 29. Am I having a midlife crisis? I might be. Anyway, I'm on season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm going through it very fast. And I will catch you guys at the next meal, which is a nice one. Okay. Chat to you soon. Okay, so my final meal of the day is a creamy, as always. So the way that I make these, oh my god, my fucking engagement ring just fell off. I really need to get this resized, like it's way too big. Anyway, 250 ml of almond milk. This is 30 grams of, is it the Explosion Perform isolate, I think. About 5 grams of xanthan gum, some vanilla flavour drops. Whoosh it up, put it in the freezer. Put it in the freezer without the lid. You don't need the lid. If you put the lid on, there's like a dome. Don't do that. Leave it in. I do it in the morning, and then I just do it. Light ice cream. I scrape down the sides of the thing afterwards to get all the ice off. I do respin. But what I'm doing this with is 20 grams of dark chocolate. Now, I used to just like chop up the dark chocolate and like sprinkle it on top. But then one day I was like, can I turn my dark chocolate into like a sauce? But not just melting it, because I feel like if you just melt dark chocolate and then put it on ice cream, it just freezes straight away. So I was like, I'm gonna experiment. So I've been making chocolate sauce and it's so fucking simple. So I'll show you how I do it. I'm just gonna explain how I do it because once the creamy's in the thing, you're not gonna be able to hear anything. So I'll explain and then I'll like put the footage in. So basically what I do is 20 grams dark chocolate. So I'm just doing like 10 grams of 85 and then 10 grams of this like crispy wafer because it's just delicious, okay? I chop it up really finely and then I put it in this little bowl, and then I get some almond milk. I put it in like a glass, I heat it up, and it's like only a little bit, 30 seconds in the microwave so it's really hot, and then I pour it over the chopped up chocolate in this little bowl and I just mix it around, and like that will melt the chocolate, and then I might have to put it in the microwave for like 5-10 seconds, mix it around, and it makes it like a sauce, and it's so good. And I don't know, is this common knowledge that if you put almond milk in chocolate that it makes a sauce? I don't know, but I feel like I've discovered something great. So I'm gonna do all that and then I'll show you it once it's all been like creamified. Okay, so you can see it's like a sauce. Revolutionary. What? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you laughing at?
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright then.
Sorry?
Alright then!
What?
Between it.
It's okay. You don't let me like you, do you?
On the night.
You don't let me like you.
Okay, last meal, creamy. And that's it for the day. I'm just gonna keep watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then I have to do all my injections. And then tomorrow's cake testing. Menu tasting. Next week is cake tasting. So much exciting stuff. So I don't know. I don't really know if I'm gonna like bring the camera and stuff like that tomorrow. Like, I'm kind of undecided of like how much wedding stuff I actually want to share. I share everything on the internet, and I think this is something I'd like to keep for myself, but it's also me and I have a complete inability to shut the fuck up, so you will probably see it all. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the morning. Bye!
talking about female anatomy. We're going to continue the conversation on ovarian function and menstrual cycles, and we'll discuss the role of mitochondria in some major conditions associated with females. In this lecture, we'll be talking about the external organs of the female reproductive system.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Friday. It's very early. As you can see, I'm all done up because I've just been filming a video, which will go live. I also did some cluster lashes because I just can't have no. I can't have no lashes. Also, I'm sorry, but like, oh. So we're obviously 2 weeks post-op today, which is fucking crazy. And today is wedding menu tasting day. So I'm obviously just gonna like keep my makeup on. We're going 1 o'clock. We're meeting our wedding planner. So Shane's already gone on a walk so that he can go to the gym nice and early. Also, I used those new blushes that I talked about yesterday. I love them. Sorry, the lighting in here is not great now. Yes, we're going to meet at 1. So I'm just gonna have my normal breakfast and then probably won't eat anything. I definitely won't eat anything else before we go, but like, can't imagine I'm gonna eat a whole lot more after the tasting because like we have to taste a lot, so it's gonna be interesting. I was actually just gonna have egg whites for my breakfast, but then I took my bagel out of the freezer just like out of habit, and it's the last Warburton's bagel that I have, and I'm not wasting it, and I don't think you can refreeze it. And also I'm like, I don't need to like fucking like bank calories. It doesn't really matter that much. So anyway, I'm gonna go on a walk now, and then I'll come back and then I might make some. I have another video that I kind of want to record, which, oh, this is still plugged in. I have another video that I want to record, which I might do after my breakfast while I'm waiting for Shane. So we'll see. But I feel good. I'm so glad I got that video done. I've been really liking making these videos. I don't care if nobody watches them. I've just realised, it's like such a fucking tangent, not that anybody cares, but like I really do struggle with content because I just always think about like what is going to work or what people want to see, and then I've realized like I just want to make shit that I want to make, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing, and I don't care if nobody likes it. I love YouTube, and I really do want to like lean into YouTube. Not that I have like, I obviously vlog, but do more than just vlog, like make valuable videos that are like evergreen, good content. Anyway, I'm actually just chatting shit, but I would love to be I'd love to be at 10k subs by the end of next year. I'm going to put that out into the world. Who knows if it will happen. I'm at like, what, 2.33, which is pretty good. So considering I've had this channel just over a year, but I would love to get to 10k. Share this. Okay, right, I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye. Okay, we are en route to our menu tasting. I actually made a mistake. I thought that our menu tasting was at 2 and that we were meeting our wedding planner at 1. But that was apparently wrong because she messaged me at 12:10 and was like, hey, what time are you guys coming here? And then I saw the previous message where I had said I would come in for 12. So the menu tasting is actually at 1. So she was like, it's fine.
So
we can
you were right with the menu tasting?
I was right with the menu tasting, but not seeing her.
Yeah.
So we're going to chat to her afterwards. It's fine. She was like, it's no problem. I was like, I am so sorry. And we're like 20 minutes away. So I was like, we'll be there at 1. So I have a monster. I had a productive morning. Got that video. I can't even remember when I filmed. Oh, I filmed after I filmed the video. I also recorded a podcast, so I'm feeling very productive today. And now we're just going to go and enjoy this. I'm not going to like bring the camera in or anything, because I just want to like, oh my god, my hair. I just want to like enjoy it and not be thinking about picking up and filming and vlogging. So we'll debrief afterwards, and I'll let you guys know what it was like and maybe what we picked. And yeah, that'll be in like 1 minute. 1 second for you guys. Do you have anything to say? Are you excited?
I am. I'm interested to taste all these foods.
Yeah, we had to like pick from all the different menus they have. Like, I was like, do we just try everything? But we just picked a few options, like 3 starters, 3 mains, 3 desserts. So he'll be eating most of that because I certainly won't be able to. But all like the canapes, you try those as well. But I said to the lady, because neither of us like fish, I was like, just let them know, like, we don't like fish, so don't make any, because we won't try them and we won't eat them. But all the rest of them sound delicious. So food, like, this is one thing, like, we are very like, the food has to be good, because we've been at weddings where the food is not good, and it's such a letdown, and we're such foodies, so the things we really care about for wedding: good food, drink, good music. That's it. I don't care about flowers, I don't care about seating arrangements, I don't care about colour schemes, I don't care about any of that shit. Are we having a good time? Are we having fun? Are we eating good food? And are we getting absolutely pissed? Yes, then we're going to be having a good time. I have a photo booth. I think that'll be fun. But all the rest of it, I don't really care. Although I'm sure after we talk to the wedding planner and she's like, we need to think about all these things, I'll be like, oh. But anyway.
She needs to think about all these things.
I'm the brains behind the operation. He's in charge of music.
It's a very important job.
Yes, some of the music. Obviously, I'm in charge of ceremony music. Because I actually saw... Because yesterday I was like, I've been trying to like listen to different playlists to like pick songs. And there's all these love songs. And I put this on my Instagram story, but I'm going to repeat it here. All I could think about is the fact that like a wedding and getting married is just like the most embarrassing thing ever. Like, how cringe. I mean, I obviously love you. Right, I love you, but like the thought of getting up in front of those people and like declaring that is like, it's a bit embarrassing. And then all the songs, like, they're so cringe.
Yeah, you don't have to pick cringe songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk down the aisle to WAP. I have to. I can't.
And Christine Aguilera, fucking dirty.
Yeah, I can't.
Strung up the aisle.
Yeah, that's not fucking make you feel my love. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Because also, I have to kiss him in front of my whole family. That's so embarrassing. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
You're gonna be getting in there with tongue and everything.
No.
Come here to me.
No. Okay, we're back from our menu tasting.
Mm-hmm.
How was it? How are you feeling?
I am not feeling as full now.
No.
No.
Feeling better.
Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, it was, oh my god.
It was a lot of food.
It was a lot of food.
And naturally, because Emma wasn't eating as much, I had to pick up the slack, take one for the team, and it's just a lot of protein. Like eating that much meat in like one sitting with like no break. Because like in a restaurant, you're at least like getting time between starters and main courses and dessert. That was just pretty much like, oh, you're finished, here's another plate of food.
Yeah, it was a lot, but it was like and the portions were so big as well.
Yeah, they're fucking huge. They're way bigger than I actually expected it to be.
Yeah, and she said that that's like the actual portions that they'll be, which is good because I've been to so many weddings where it's a tiny, like you get the plate and it's like half of a potato and 50 grams of chicken, and you're like, well, that's not going to last me. So it's actually good that they're like really big portions. And what did we end up like? We were trying all the canapes. We're like, pick 6. So we tried loads, and obviously all the meat ones we loved. We were like, right, we better pick like a token vegetable one. Yeah. So for any vegetarians coming to our wedding, you're getting one canapé. But yeah,
your own choice.
But it was it was nice. So we're going for like Thai chicken salad. Oh, an antipasti platter, which was like
chorizo, salami, prosciutto.
Bruschetta as well. There was a piece of bruschetta. It was really good. He was like, this is for one person. I was like, yeah, it is for one person. Then we're doing beef chicken and then some desserts. I had creme brulee for the first time, which was actually really good, really good. We're
getting multiple chicken canapes.
Yes.
We got chicken lollipop.
Chicken ball.
Chicken skewer.
No, we didn't go for the skewer.
No, chicken spicy chicken ball.
Chicken ball.
And then chicken salad, of course.
Chicken salad.
Chicken main course.
Yeah.
So
there is obviously vegetarian and vegan
chickens.
Options. There's options for vegans and vegetarians. It's not like they don't have a choice. But and then we obviously just chat with our wedding planner. She was just like finalising everything. So yeah, kind of everything's like sort of planned at this point.
For the most part.
There's just like bits, like obviously the bridesmaids dresses and like little details and stuff, but all the big stuff is planned, which is so exciting. So it all feels very real. Exciting. It feels very real now.
I know.
I'm married in like less than 5 months.
No escaping me now.
In less than 4 months, we'll actually be legally married.
I know. Miss this story.
No, Mr. Curvin's.
No, that's not how it works.
Come on, be progressive.
No. You can't have it. You can't have it like that way for this, and then have it all other ways for different things, right? You know, Shane has fixed the protein in the house. I do all the hard work. Like the heavy lifting stuff for the house. Come on, you have muscles too.
No, I don't.
They're not so progressive for you.
That's why I'm getting married, so I always have someone to fix things for me. Like a good boy. Good boy. So yeah, real exciting. And then next week is cake tasting. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. That'll be a lot less.
Yeah,
intense.
it'll be less food, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a freaking bite of cake. I think we've got like 6 flavours that we're trying.
Oh yeah? A bite of cake each? I'm sure we get a slice.
A slice each.
That'd be great. A slice each, wouldn't it?
3 slices of cake. Oh my god, 6 slices of cake? No, should it be a slice of each flavour?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So like,
yeah, slice each flavour.
So basically 3 slices each.
Yeah.
Half of 6.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see. I'll bring you guys to
Sounds
that
good
one.
to me.
Alright, I'm gonna go and do some work. And he's gonna TJ. He's gonna practice his skills for a day 2.
Yep, that's it.
He's gonna practice the set. Hey. Slay, it's Saturday. I don't think I actually recorded anything yesterday after we debriefed the food, but there was honestly nothing to record. We brought Samson on a walk. I had a call with one of my clients who just did her photo shoot prep. She's competing next year, so we were just chatting about that. And I had a yogurt bowl and then I went to bed. I was honestly not even that hungry, but I did feel like my protein was a bit lower. So I had some yogurt, strawberries, a little bit of peanut butter, just because I needed to eat something. So I think my weight was up like 0.7 pounds this morning, so it was actually nothing. So that's, I suppose, to be fair, I'm not surprised because I don't think I mean, there's a lot of food, but I didn't eat all of it because I knew I wouldn't be able to. But anyway, obviously we're just out on a walk this morning. As you'll have seen, I can now actually like sit downstairs and read in the morning. So basically I used to always sit downstairs. If you watch any of my videos from last year, you'll have seen I would be like on the couch, but then when we got Samson, I just couldn't because he would be like climbing all over me or crying if I had him in the crate. So then I started reading upstairs in the office. But then I just realised like he has chilled out a lot in the last few weeks. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to like sit downstairs, and he was so good. Like he just sleeps on me. So it's nice. I think it's been a long 11 months of him being, you know, an insane puppy. But we weathered the storm and we got there. He's still insane, don't get me wrong. He has his moments, but in the mornings he's very relaxed. So it's good. He's definitely just calmed down. He destroys less things as well. So yeah, as much as he was so cute, like he was so cute when he was tiny, he was also a demon. He's still a bit of a demon, but just a bit less so. And yeah, it was so cold when I came out on this walk, and now I've got this big jumper on and I'm getting quite warm. But plan for today, I was just doing some editing and I'm going to meet one of my friends for a coffee, so that'll be nice. Might go have a little bit of a mooch in the shopping centre because I need some shoes for my trip next week. Well, I don't need, but I want. Also a bit devastated, we ordered a Dyson Hoover in the Black Friday sale, which, that's how you know you're an adult. You're buying shit like Dyson Hoovers in the sales. It was meant to arrive tomorrow. It was meant to arrive yesterday, I should say. And it didn't come. And it said that there wasn't, like, they didn't have sufficient contact information. I was in the house at the time when it says it didn't arrive. I was like, fuck's sake. So I'm gutted. I really wanted my Dyson Hoover. Oh my god, I'm actually so old. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later on, okay? Okay, I've been like a terrible vlogger / YouTuber today. just because I haven't really had a whole lot to show. I did go out earlier and I met my friend for a coffee in Marbella Centre, which was nice. We actually ended up going into the old town and just had a coffee at one of the little cafes around the like square. I think it's called Plaza de los Naranjos, which means oranges because there's lots of orange trees, which was nice. Although one thing, like when you go to like a Spanish, like this was like a proper like Spanish cafe, so like they obviously didn't have coconut milk or vanilla syrup, so I just had an iced coffee with some sugar. But when you order an iced coffee in a cafe like that in Spain, you get an espresso and a glass of ice. So it was fine, but still it was just nice to catch up with my friend and have a little wander around. Came back, ate, did a little bit of work up at the desk, but not a whole lot, and then we went and did a sunbed. I know we're naughty, but I'm going to Dubai in less than 2 weeks and I can't be going pale, and I can't be going fat and pale. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm not fat, by the way. That's a joke. And I've just been kind of like chilling, started like getting my stuff together for my holiday, like laying out. I really want to be good with packing this time and plan outfits to a degree, at least somewhat, because I am very bad for just packing everything. So I'm trying to be realistic with like what I need. I also bought myself some packing cubes for the first time because I'm also very bad for just fucking everything in the bag. And then I don't even know what I have. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to put this microphone here. No, I'm not, because it's going to fall over. Anyway, and then I went on a walk and now I'm just having my dinner. So yeah, a bit more like obviously a relaxed Saturday. I'm just going to be here all day tomorrow while Shane's in the gym. So I will be doing a lot of work tomorrow. I have like calls, programs to do. So, you know, I try and actively take a day off / as a rest day, even though every day is a rest day right now. Do you know what? I thought I was going to struggle way more with not being in the gym, but it actually hasn't been that bad. I think because, again, I've just been keeping myself occupied and keeping myself busy. And I knew mentally that I wouldn't be training around this time anyway. So, like, I think it's just easier when you accept it. You know, I remember it was this time last year, maybe a bit earlier, I dropped the fucking 25 kilo plate on my foot and I couldn't train for like a week. And that sucked because I had been expecting to train that week, if you know what I mean. Whereas I always knew that this was going to be time off. And I've just been enjoying, like I said, you know, getting dressed up, putting makeup on, putting outfits together. Like, I don't know, I feel like I've maybe entered a new era of me looking a bit more put together. I know I look like a mess right now, but I did look really good earlier. You're just going to have to take my word for it. But I looked cute, but I do really need to wash my hair, so I'll do that. Oh, and also, if you watched my video, was it my last video for my 1 week post-op, and I was talking about, it was the Wednesday, and I was fucking wrecked, and I got my period, but it wasn't actually, because I just spotted for a day, and then that was it. So I was like, oh, okay. But I seem to have gotten it today, so I feel quite like crampy and bloaty and just bleh. So I'm excited to just like chill for the evening and just relax. I feel like the time is just going so fast though. It really is. It's fucking flying by. Sorry, this microphone's after falling over. Sorry if you couldn't hear those. But yeah, I feel like the time's just gone so fast. You know, once it gets to Monday, like Monday to Thursday fucking flies for me because work and like I just have so much to do. And then I'm like, well, then it's the weekend and then the week is over, if you know what I mean. So even next week I've got quite a packed week with work and like holiday prep. So, you know, like I'm getting my nails done, getting my lashes done. I'm so excited. These are the cluster lashes, which to be fair, they look okay, but I'd much rather my actual lash extensions. I'm getting my brows done as well. So excited. Also getting some dermaplaning done. I'm going to be hot. I'm very, very much ready for that. And obviously stitches come out. So, and then I also have a client coming over to see me next Saturday she's hoping to compete, I think the year after next. So she's just done like a massive diet. I'll kind of show you next week. But she's coming over to see me, which is going to be really, really nice. So, you know, again, I'm kept super busy. And then it'll be Monday. And then I go to Dubai on Thursday. So I just have to make it through that few day of check-ins. And then I get to go on my hollybops. And I'm really excited for it, like so excited. If anyone has, I've obviously got a whole itinerary planned because it's me. But if anyone does have recommendations for Dubai stuff, of course, leave them down below. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'm just making my dinner. Everything's about to be finished now in the next minute. Same as always, chicken, potatoes, almond butter, veggies. So I'm not going to show you it. I will probably pick you guys up in the morning at some point. yeah, I'll show you little bits and bobs for tomorrow, but there won't be loads because things are quite boring right now. But that's okay. That's okay, because even my boring weeks, I love them. I'm feeling very grateful for my life right now. It's just great. You know, I really can't complain. The only thing that's missing right now is the gym. Oh, she stood on again with the peace signs. Oh my god. Anyway, all right. Happy Sunday, guys. I've just finished like editing everything that I have so far in this video, and it's already like an hour long. I don't actually understand how I do that, because I was like, oh, I haven't really filmed much this week. Nope, it's still a fucking hour-long vlog. Will I ever be like a short vlogger? I don't think so, but hopefully you guys like them. But anyway, I'm actually gonna do a check-in. Well, I'm gonna do my check-in this morning, so I always do it on like a Sunday because it's easier. But I just thought I wanted to show you guys how I'm actually looking. Sorry, this is like really uncomfortable the way that I'm. This is good. Yeah, you can't see much. I want to show you guys like how I'm actually looking after not training for over 2 weeks, because I know a big fear that a lot of people have is, you know, getting a surgery like this and not training, that their body is just going to go to shit. And I really just don't think I've lost any muscle. Do I feel a little bit flat? Yeah, obviously. I haven't fucking trained. But hopefully you guys will be able to see that like I look fine. My weight this morning was 147.7 and I was 152 right before I got the surgery, so that's like 4.3 pounds down, but also I've got 2 pounds of tit in me, so like 6.3. So like I said, I've been in a very tiny deficit, and even with that I still don't think I've really lost much muscle at all. I'm just like a little bit tighter. I'm actually really happy with how I'm looking right now. Like, I think this is a good body composition. You know, I've been able to maintain it by staying active, eating well, eating my protein and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna like show you how I look, I guess. So obviously this is just me like stood up. So again, like I still got like my legs don't really look any smaller. Obviously my waist I think looks smaller now because titties. This is me to the side. Again, this is me back. Again, obviously my glutes are like a little bit deflated, but they're not like teeny tiny. This is me, and then obviously in the poses, I could do the front pose last week. Again, obviously I'm not like lean or anything, but I definitely think this pose looks way better with these. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I couldn't do this last week. Kind of. And then... Oh! I don't know. Obviously, like, I'm just a bit like, you know... Obviously, I'm just a bit like... Again, I would say like flat, but not necessarily like muscle lost, you know? I really do think it takes a lot more to lose muscle than people think. So yeah, that's kind of like how I'm looking. Again, obviously it's not like my best look ever, but I feel great day to day. I feel like great in clothes and stuff, which is kind of all that matters. Like, you know, I'm not meant to be shredded right now. So what? That's about 20 pounds above stage, by the way, because I was about 128, 129. But then tits. So we'll say like 17, 18 pounds above stage weight, which I think is pretty good. So like when I start my diet for my wedding, my weight might be up a little bit after Dubai, Christmas. I imagine I'm gonna have like 10 pounds to come off. Like that's it, really. So I'm in a really good spot, which I'm really happy with. Like I know even as well, like once I actually start training, there's going to be a big difference in my physique immediately. So I'm excited. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video here because it's already super long. So thanks you guys for watching. 2 weeks post-op. Here we go. The only thing I will say is like, I do feel like my upper looks like very small. I don't know. I feel like it looks quite deflated, but anyway. Not that I really mind too much because I don't want like a huge jacked upper body, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I will catch you guys in next week's video. I don't really know when I'm going to start it or what the story is. And I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!